Hi, this is Marc from Motor Guys, and today we're going out riding with a hog. Yeah, I'm talking about the Harley-Davidson Pan America, the all-new adventure bike from the Milwaukee company. Let's see how it goes. This is a pretty weird setup. It reminds me of the old Buell 1125, if I'm not mistaken, from the late 2000s, the mid 2000s. I actually rode one, and I had a Buell Lightning. But that's another engine. It's another configuration, very different. How does this thing ride? Well, I can already say one thing. For starters, it don't ride like a hog. Nope. This is a much different beast. First of all, I'm not a Harley lover. I don't mind them, honestly, but I've been waiting a long time to see Harley-Davidson come up in the 21st century, and this is exactly what they've done. They've got a pretty nice bike. It's pretty much of a sweet ride up to now, and it's got all this fizzimajig, super suspension, and all the hooplas. And for those, there's a price to pay. I'll list the price right here. It's not gonna be a cheap bike. But I've ridden many models over the years, and especially in the most recent years. And what the best thing about it, which is totally non-Harley-esque, is the motor. Now this thing is a powerhouse. Got a lot of power. I think it's like 150 HP. Correct me in the screen if I'm wrong. And a boatload of torque. It's a V-twin engine, and very similar to the old Buell 1125. Almost like I said, I'm not that Harley literate. I'm mostly Harley illiterate. But yeah, when you this thing is extremely fast and throttle responsive. You know, the coolest things is when you're riding a motorcycle and you really don't notice some stuff. Like, I really don't notice the weight of the bike, because it's a perky thing. It's like almost 600 pounds. Specs here on the screen, and I haven't memorized the specs because honest to God, I didn't want to read it. Why? Very simple. I just didn't want to be biased with specs. So I'm riding this thing cold. I haven't gone for a quick spin with it either. This is the video of where you see me riding this thing for the first time. And off the bat, love the engine, love the clutch feel. That's a first. It's a cable actuated clutch, thank God. So you get to feel everything that's happening with the clutch engagement. Gearbox is a little bit on the notchy side, but this unit is like almost new. But I'll say a positive on that. So gearbox is good, engine's good, suspension. Harleys aren't known for their suspension work, and this is a revelation. this thing tracks true. It's easy to work with. Right. And yeah. Very easy to flick into curves and stuff like that. It's yep. A bump here, no drama. The suspension has active presets. You can set everything, preload, compression, damping with buttons. And I gotta say, the interface is not too complicated. The screen is easy to ride, easy to operate. It's easy to read. Not too many buttons, but I'm not a button fan. I hate this new trend of having 1,000 buttons on a motorcycle. Left. That's really not my. And there we go. See the acceleration. Oh my God! Okay. I've ridden super bikes, all kinds of bikes. If this thing wouldn't have a Harley-Davidson badge on it, I would say somebody was lying. Oh my God! This thing's a bloody monster. Oh boy. And like I said, this is the initial ride. No technical stuff, nothing, just basic stuff. A guy, well, two guys, as Jason's up front. Couple of cameras, get on the bike and just ride the thing. And I'm surprised, honestly. The engine is a monster. That was the first time I opened it up with you on camera. It's like, I thought it'd be good, but that good? See a few curves here and there. I love the clutch on it. Get back to other things like the comfort. The seat is extremely comfortable. Yeah, comfort on this is supreme. The suspension is like soaks up all the bumps, and I left it to factory settings. I didn't modify anything, didn't touch any settings before getting on the bike, and I'm not touching anything. So this is how you'll get it from the dealer, and damn, pretty impressive. I like a lot. Oop, starting to rain. So before we can't film anymore, let's go and talk about the rest. The look. The look, to be honest, the first time I saw this thing, I thought it was butt ugly. Honestly. But it kind of grew on me. For some reason, I don't understand why. And this color scheme, I like this bike. I like the look and the fit and finish, which Harley is not always on the plus side. Fit and finish is impeccable on this bike. Like, somebody actually but assembled this with care. Check out the suspension. Oh yeah. If you want to know all this thing about performance and stuff like that, just go see the other guys, the big magazines and all this stuff. These guys thrive on the specs and riding this thing on a race course. Yeah, like, that's gonna help. But you'll find out what it can and can't do. For me, what I want to know is actually, if this thing can be driven on our streets here in Canada, lots of places that we have the bumpy back roads like this, is it livable? Well, it's better than livable. It's fun. Seriously, I really do like this machine. You got here you have an adjustable windshield. You can adjust the height of the windshield so the flutter gets off my adventure helmet, so I don't get any buffeting or anything like that. Wind protection is very good. Still, it's an adventure bike. If you want full wind protection, just get a Goldwing. You know what I mean? Or one of the big road bikes. But this is supposed to be able to handle lots of regular duties and stuff like that. Hey, even a Harley guy just waved at me. No, comfort is good, and I gotta say, if you have a passenger accommodations are not too cramped. And for once, I get a Harley, which I don't. The foot peg placement is perfect for me. I like a little bit more to the back instead of having my feet propped up front. For those who know me off my other channels, I'm a tire guy. I don't know the brand. I didn't check it. I did it on purpose. Thing is, I get a very good feel. There's no harshness, but you can still feel it. You can still feel that you got a decent set of tires with a soft but not too soft tire compound. I'll look it up. This is pretty awesome. I'm actually saying this of a Harley-Davidson, but it's not your everyday Harley. This is the Pan America. They put in a lot of time and effort in development of this platform, and this can actually get non-Harley folks interested in the American brand, because this, in my feel, is a nice mix of Japanese and European bikes. You know, this thing is quiet, got a nice, you know, when you open her up, it's got a nice throaty baritone in the intake, you know, the intake bark, but you don't, or practically don't, hear the exhaust, and that's a nice change for me. This thing rides silky smooth. It's a really nice bike. Honestly, if you're looking for an adventure bike and you want this American vibe thing, I urge you, go to your Harley dealer and ask them for a test ride. It's just this good. And from the feedback I gotten from other members of the press and a few owners of these things, because a few of them contacted me, say, hey, you got the Pan Am? Yeah, I got a Pan Am. Well, most of these guys love this motorcycle, and it's growing on me. So what I like, what I don't like. What I don't like is the price tag. Check out this price. Woohoo! It's expensive. A little bit too much technology, buttons and physimagics. It's not the worst I've seen, but come on. There's about, like, what, 20 buttons on the handlebars? This is close to unmanageable for me. Keeping an eye on the road and having that many buttons, but it's an industry, it's industry wide. There's only a few exceptions that have what I call a not too invasive system for the rider. I'm not that much into all this electronics that's been, especially in the adventure segment, too much. I understand manufacturers want to add features and, you know, make features available to the users, but most of these things users are going to fiddle around with it once or twice, and after that they're going to use the same setting like 90% of the time. Just give me basic modes like a gravel or off-road if you want, rain, road, and sport, and all these settings. Yeah, you make it customizable and all this stuff, but just have what people like to, you know, expect. Yeah, exactly, have what people expect out of it. That's my main criticism of the bike, because I can't find much more stuff to criticize about, and that's a good thing. That's really a good thing. I like this bike a lot. The engine is a freaking monster. Very, very powerful engine. Good manners, good clutch, good gearing. Gearing is balanced. The clutch action, my god, they got it right. The look of the bike, I love the look. I used to hate it. The first time I saw it at the press launch, they kind of did a press launch in Montreal a couple of years back at the motorcycle show, and I stared at it, I said, what the heck is this thing? And now I like it. This color scheme is very nice. Comfort is good. Dude, good, awesome suspension, very nice. Stock out of the box, no setting touched. It's in sport mode. It's got, you know, heated grips, probably heated seat. I'll look it up. But this is the way I want a motorcycle to be out of the box. That's the way I want it. It's just that good. So yeah. Even the tires are good on this thing. I like this bike. Nah, I love it. If it weren't for the price tag, I'd probably be in the market for it. But find out for yourself. Please take the time and go ride one. Go to your Harley-Davidson dealer. Don't buy it unless you ride it. It's this thing is sweet. So if you like the content we give you on our brand new motorcycle channel, please give us a thumbs up, and please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Right now it's ATV guys, but it's should to change to motor guys. And yeah, I'm going more of a ride. Oh, by the way, the guy in the front there, that's Jason. And we're the motor guys. So next time, because I'm still going riding. Take care.